Carlos, you want to grab your laptop and do chat today?
No, especially when I'm doing it.
Okay, thank you. What's going on?
I'll be grabbing my laptop and chat.
Oh, I can do chat.
That laptop is
I couldn't log into Gmail on Monday. Okay, Casey. Comecei uma transmissão a vivo on YouTube.
What?
That was your Blind Ninja Studios tweet just now.
Why is it in Spanish?
I don't know.
I do not speak Spanish. Doesn't that look like it's in Spanish?
You're my phone.
I believe you, Miles. I don't not believe you.
Why do you hate on everything I say?
I didn't look. The last Star Wars game we played, my violent thug slash computer hacker slash
Was I in that
private
one?
detective. I don't think so.
There was one I was in. I thought it was Star Wars.
Maybe that was.
Star Wars, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. The one I'm talking about, like, it was just people.
That was with like.
Maybe that was a lot.
I mean, this was really in the tabletop theater.
Yeah, then that was probably one of the different ones. I don't know which one, to be honest.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It was the one I was falling asleep during, remember? Like I was fucking.
That was Pathfinder.
Oh, it was Pathfinder, wasn't it? Was I in two of them? Or am I just losing my
I have no idea.
Oh, man.
Maybe a little both.
I just remember, like, hearing the story set talking about the old Star Wars-y talk thing that I don't understand.
It was Star Wars time.
Well, I mean, talking about eras and, you know, who owned what, and the good side and the bad sides. Like, I enjoy Star Wars, but I'm not a Star Wars-y fan. Boy.
Somebody said a month ago, not Spanish. What?
I don't know. Apparently, we just broadcasted in Spanish. The YouTube just went out in Spanish. I have no idea why. Yeah, check it out. 40404 is text from Twitter.
That is weird.
I know.
I can't figure out why it's in. Will it not stop going in Spanish?
I picked it up.
Last thing in chat was a month ago. What chat are you in? The mixer. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's no. Although that Star Wars one, this would be awesome from Walmart. And my character says that he didn't. He always used gunshots instead of like the full on blaster nose. It was actually more effective that way. He had to question people that way, and it was great.
I know.
But now on this one, I'm not gonna. I don't want to do that because I don't want to copy a character trait.
Oh, you always want to try and be original.
I somewhat. This time I'm actually gonna go with the. As long as like it doesn't go against the character max for the run for me, I'm gonna try to go with a no sense of humor. Take everything really literal.
Right. You were a jester. Fuck.
sword. Yeah, that'd be badass.
So Tyranids has a power where it takes a weapon and 100% of your hand, so that losing the ability to have a hand and you just have a weapon instead. You can just imagine you're walking with two swords and two axes for feet. And then just blink on someone's face and go,
The following audio was recorded during a meeting of the Department of Offense. It is not suitable for children, the easily offended, or anyone with actual taste.
I know.
I just want to be with
Or just or just having around.
Test.
Big ass.
Hey, Carlos, you might want to fix that microphone situation over there. I don't know why it's like that. No, that needs to go in the corner. Yeah, I do not. Probably. That's usually a safe bet. Are you on the YouTube chat as well? Okay. What? Yeah. You put them both over there, Carlos. Use the one on the corner. What? I know. Just hold on a fucking second, all right? You chill out.
I did all the way over. Deceivingly cold. You look out the window and it's like, oh, I can't even imagine there being a brisk.
Oh, there he is.
I can hear Casey. This mic works.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Tuesday.
All right, Carlos.
Oh, there we go. There we go. That was pretty fast. All right, so I have to find on YouTube the Blind Ninja Studios thing.
Just go to youtube.com/blindninjastudios.
Underscore and subscribe.
Well, that sounds like things that I will not do.
All right. Giggity. Carlos, you want to? Oh well, Matt, do you want to grab the beer while Carlos is finding his things?
Live now. Oh boy.
Not in Spanish.
Who doge?
What?
What?
In the left. It's a 6-pack on the second shelf.
¿Por qué? It is Breckenridge. You told me it wasn't.
Oh, was it? I don't know. I bought it 2 weeks ago.
It's a good vanilla porter. It'll give you a horrible gas.
That sounds awesome. Where are
Just
my
what I
notes?
wanted. How did you know?
Because Carlos, we know you so well.
I had an experience in Indianapolis.
All right,
Experience.
So that's not what I wanted. Whoa,
I was with
so far
a
behind.
couple of
today.
guys. We
This-
went on a trip for the fraternity. We stayed at a hotel and got wasted on beer, including this one. And on the way home, I had control over the window locks, and people hated me for it for quite a while.
That's a pretty horrible thing to do.
It is.
Is this like Breckenridge, Colorado?
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
fine Colorado. Yes, there it is.
Will I be able to surf the interwebulations on this?
I have no idea.
Interwebulations. Haha.
That should work.
We should speak in huge words like that the whole entire show.
I do that whenever I'm
I
playing League
need. I'll be right back.
because my brother and I
I'm
just
so
fucking tune
behind
out.
this morning.
Ah, you're okay.
paint sweating thing this next week.
You play League, right? No? Okay. Thinking of the other.
String cheese.
It's the best.
Can you get like 3-foot string cheese? Like you can get the huge ass jerky sticks.
I wish. That'd be awesome.
Should put a request into Katie Cheese Factory. It's a cheese factory. It's about 10 miles, 12 miles out of town.
Wow, that was worth it.
Because I haven't been to that one.
There's bottle openers all over the place.
I wanted to try it, but my thing has a little sleeve over the top of it, so it doesn't work too well.
Then just use another bottle.
There's another bottle.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
it works.
You will break the other bottle.
Break the bottle. What?
It is not good.
Like the people who
Don't know
try
what you're talking about.
Use the toilet to open their bottle.
Oh,
They
that's
didn't
just
succeed.
stupid.
They did not succeed. They broke the toilet though.
Yeah, I was
Did they
gonna-
try and do the ledge thing where you go like that? There's no like ledge on the toilet to do it.
I went through the bottom of the toilet.
What an idiot.
That's amazing. You want to hand me one?
Maybe. I want to pass that around.
Thank you, Casey. You're too kind.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Unless I should shut off the mixer one if you're only gonna like. Are you?
I'll broadcast it, but I only have an hour, so I'm going to wait until we actually start.
I got a text at 2:50 because they don't have a key to lock up yesterday, but I was asleep.
I cannot find
Oops.
this beer on.
Who is they?
You took the key with you.
No, I have a key of my own, and then Heidi switched with somebody, and Heidi has the key, so they didn't have a key to lock
Casey.
the place up.
BRECKEN.
Yeah, I
Did you
know.
have to guard the place then?
No, Heidi came. They got her awake.
Clume?
Heidi Klum, yep. Heidi Klum now works at
Jesus,
Emma's.
lunch.
She says Avita's in every night.
Is it awesome?
Yep.
Okay.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Better late than never, right?
Yeah, I think I quoted you at saying we were supposed.
The following audio was recorded during. The following audio was recorded during a meeting of the Department of Offense. It is not suitable for children, the easily offended, or anyone with actual taste. You have been warned.
Jane Goodall motorboating a gorilla's floppy milk. Segways everywhere.
Schmegma.
I would make a lot of rectangles. I could never do squares right.
We all had to put pants on this week because you're here. And now it's time for the Department of Offense. Welcome to episode 89 of the Department of Offense. I'm your host, Casey. Joining me, as always, is Carlo.
Oh shit! I wasn't ready.
Oh no, he was eating cheese.
My string cheese.
Oh no. And Matt.
Hello.
And Miles.
Of course, I get the least grandiose introduction of us all.
Honestly, I'm jealous. I kind of wish I had like just a
Feel the-
statement.
Wow,
I
this is
suppose they should
89.
switch it around.
This is
Kind of
89.
Wow.
11
1989. You're my birth.
Do you
Is
want
it-
people to know that?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I don't give a
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, but
Send me presents.
okay, we're gonna need your social security number though.
All right. It's 555. No, never mind.
No, you should just have people become a Patreon and let that be your present.
That would work.
That would work.
That would work. But today's not my birthday.
Shameless plug.
I do like shameless plugs. So, Carlos, what have you been up to this week?
That is a very good question. I've done a lot of surfing the internet, and then I did some Shadows of Mordor.
Yeah,
Then I did some reading. And that was about it.
that's good. Reading's good.
No
It seems
Diablo?
important.
I've spent way too much time just browsing the internet web.
Carlos, I need to stop you. because I totally forgot that now on the top of shows, I do a little bit of announcement shit.
I see how it is.
You could have waited until we all
Nope.
went around the table.
Nope. I got to do it now. Otherwise, I'll forget and we'll go right into beer and it'll be a whole thing.
See, what he's
okay.
saying is everybody else doesn't have anything interesting going on this week. So
Not only
Alright.
did he skip us two, but he cut Carlos off.
I did. This is very important stuff, guys. Very important.
Okay,
So,
lay it on me.
you guys, did you know that you can listen live every Saturday at blindninjastudios.com/live or watch live on youtube.com/blindninjastudios? That's right. You can see all of our smiling faces. I put up a new webcam that gets a better angle. So you like if you look at that one right there, you can see Carlos's face.
Whoa.
What? And you can see Miles now.
Whoa.
I know that's frightening.
Whoa, you can see me too. That's weird.
Right?
I
You can
didn't
see
notice.
everybody.
I didn't notice because I didn't.
That got
even
turned
have-
a little bit. Ooh, that looks
Ooh.
good. Sexy.
Right?
I
Right?
look freaking weird trying to find the
Actually,
camera.
no.
it's there and then there.
Oh, it's in reverse, so it's throwing me off.
Oh yeah, it's a whole thing. Yeah, so live every Saturday. Join in the chat. It's going to be a lot of fun. Questions, comments, show ideas. Go ahead and send those to feedback@blindninjastudios.com. We want your input on what you guys want to see in the show. So we've been doing this almost 2 years now. So we need a little bit of input from you guys. What do you want? And we're gearing up for a 2-year anniversary in that vein. We're gonna have a big show. There's a group or there's an event on Facebook, so you can go join that and get updates. We're gonna try to have some special guests. We're gonna play some games. If you have any favorite show moments, send those to the Ninja at blindninjastudios.com, and I'm compiling a little.
When is
thing over
that?
That is November 1st, Saturday, November 1st. It's technically one day before our anniversary. but
Well, you should have let me know.
I put it on Facebook, Carlos.
Since my phone is not working, I have not used Facebook at all.
I got
okay.
I got a text about it.
I did too.
Yeah, I
No, you didn't.
It was in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
I can't actually get texts about it.
Oh, that's right. His phone's broken too. Carlos is just completely cut off.
The best
Well,
part
see-
is you guys live right next to each other. So,
We live in the same house.
well, I'm talking about your rooms.
Oh yeah.
And Casey, he would have told us that, but you cut him off.
All right. Well, Carlos, what else have you been up to this week? Though I needed to get those announcements out of the way. It was very important.
Well, I have not been fixing my phone.
Why not? So what happened to your phone?
So my phone just died one morning. I got home from work. I went to plug it in. Nothing happened. It had died, and like for the last couple of days, it had issues charging. I
Okay.
figured it was just me, but no, it just wouldn't start up again. Plugged it in, just tried to boot up. Decided, nope, not
I
going to
figured It
happen.
was just me.
So it was
That
like,
sounds like
well,
Carlos.
I better bring it in. But since the plan's not in my name, I know that when I go in to get it, go into the T-Mobile store, I'm going to have to go through a whole bunch of hoops.
You should just get your own phone plan.
Yeah, I know, but this plan's not up yet.
Oh, when is it up?
November, December.
Okay. All right. I know there was something where if you switch to a certain carrier or something, they would just pay off all of your like termination fees and stuff for you. I don't remember what carrier that was. I think it was Sprint, and you don't want to go to Sprint, so
No, not really.
nobody
No.
wants to go to Sprint.
Not even Sprint.
All right. Well, that's exciting. Matt, what have you been up to this week?
Working.
Working? Just working.
And yeah, I don't have anything big. I'm going to Ryan Adams next week, so that's cool.
Ooh.
For the rest, yeah, just a work-filled week.
Woo! Working.
Working for the week.
All right. And Miles, you
Wait.
started a new job. Oh,
Way to taper off.
I know, right?
okay.
you started a new job this week,
planned
right?
that out.
I did. I got through my first week, and I even got like a new guy's review, especially as someone coming through a temp agency.
Ooh.
Oh, very cool.
Yes. Okay, so to set the scene of how awesome I am.
I do like. All right. So
Scene. Okay. So I work in a
Wait.
giant. What?
Scene.
All right. So I work in a giant.
cut. Let's take that from the
Ah,
top.
son of a bitch. It's a good thing you got these announcements out of the way. No, so I work in a giant wood shop, and they threw me in the finishing department. So I do a lot of wood staining and sanding and scuffing and that sort of thing. I work with 3 people. One of them I call boss. One of them is a woman I work directly with. She's kind of like,
Your counterpart.
on par with me. And then there's another guy who works in the same area, but he does mostly his own thing.
Nobody's really sure what he does.
No, I know what he does. I just don't have to deal with him ever.
Oh, okay.
The woman I work with apparently has been in like the wood shoppy sort of business for 32 years.
And she's only 29.
And on Thursday, and mind you, day 4, the boss, who's kind of a hard ass, bothered to tell me he gave my review and said more or less the following: you care about your work, you care about doing it well, you care about doing it in appropriate time frames, and you are smart, you take direction well, and I would rather have you any day of the week over that woman over there.
Nice.
Day 4, he would rather have me over the woman who's been doing this for 32 years. He also said if I wanted to at all make this job permanent, that he would have my back all day long.
Well,
Oh,
there
wow.
you go.
Very cool.
Yeah, so I'm going to see if I can use that as a bartering chip and kind of,
Get some cashola.
yeah, see if I can't get a raise out of it.
Cool. After 4 days, already pushing for a race. All
Right?
right.
Yeah,
Somebody's a shark. Always moving.
Well, he'll be running the place in a month then.
if it pays the bills.
Gunning for your job, asshole.
No, I don't want to work at McDonald's.
No, I wasn't
Yeah,
pointing
yeah.
at him. It was a figurative point.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
I also went to a comedy club the other night.
Oh, where'd you go?
Mall of America.
Oh, okay. Which club in there?
I'm trying to
Isn't
think.
it the House of?
Is it
Yeah,
the House of Comedy? Okay.
Yeah. Vaughn, something Vaughn was the feature
Like
act.
Vince Vaughn?
No.
I was like, I don't think he does stand up anymore.
No, apparently he was on Hollywood and he's got a TV show that's going to be starting up again in a couple of weeks. God, he was fucking hilarious. But there was also a lady who was kind of doing her own thing before the, like the premiere event.
Okay.
I don't get women comedy. It just doesn't.
Oh, we're not even going to touch that subject with a 10-foot pole.
Oh my god! I've seen plenty of women comedians, and their stuff is funny, but it doesn't do much for me.
Yeah, we're not going to touch
No.
that subject. We're
Fine.
staying away from that
Fine.
dynamite.
Okay.
This is the
moving
Department of
on.
Offense,
that
not the
is-
Department of Idiocy.
Yes.
Okay, so Casey, what have you been up to?
Oh man, this week has been, I don't know, just are you okay?
I just
was
so
a-
there was a small baby fly or something flying around. And I was trying to grab it with my hands, and then so just now on the YouTube clip it popped up of me trying to.
So you got to see how weird you looked, because I looked over and I just saw 2 hands reaching up, and it was like it was like
It was
one,
like watching a kid trying to hit
and
something.
then 2.
Oh man.
Your face was priceless there, Carlos.
He's gonna end up on 9gag.
This this week was pretty uneventful, except last night I did not find any uranium, and I developed a compulsive gambling habit. in this game we call life.
good. Oh, that was so fucking good.
We played like a 1970s version of the game of life.
And it's hardcore.
It's pretty hardcore.
There's side bets going on the whole thing, and then you can
What?
actually play stock markets and stuff. And
It was
Yeah.
brutal. I lost.
Was it a whole thing?
Yeah, it was. I lost because compulsive gambling. I should not have gone to college. I should not have bought stock.
I got the doctor.
I should
though.
not have bought 2 yachts.
Well, clearly.
Yeah, why?
2 yachts.
He landed on the space twice. He got up, and then it was like, go back 15 spaces. Ooh, you get another yacht.
Is there like a pay your taxes on shit you own square?
At the there was a
there's just a bunch of income tax ones throughout the
Yeah.
whole game that you
Okay.
only get half your paycheck then.
oh yeah, and it was just I did not need 2 yachts. I'm a shitty lawyer. Like I'm the worst lawyer. Like Eric was a lawyer and I was a lawyer. He had millions of dollars. I had debt.
Yeah, you took out like 8 loans, but at least you paid all them
I
off.
paid them off as soon as as I gambled, and then I got this windfall, so I paid off all my debts, and then I gambled it all away.
And then there's a bunch of blue squares throughout the game where you get to play the market and stuff too.
Don't play the market; it's bad.
I can kind of picture 2 yachts having a use. You want to be have 2 jet skis.
I know,
one,
right?
One at the same time.
Yeah, parasail off of both of them, so like one's going on that one.
No.
That would rip you apart though if something went wrong.
Here we
'cause
go.
they
I just
started
didn't-
veering off.
I just got a new sport. yacht jousting.
Oh, see, I was just gonna like create a fleet and then do piracy things
Well, you can do
because
that
I
too.
needed to
Well,
pay off my gambling debts.
You need a pastime, yacht jousting.
I thought killing people and taking
Beer-
their shit.
No,
Brewing
that's-
beer and yacht jousting.
There we
That
go.
Sounds good.
I like it. I don't know. It seems so frivolous that it'll be awesome. And then I could sell it to E ESPN too.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could
that
probably-
might be on like E ESPN 8 or something. I don't
It
know.
doesn't matter. I'll sell it
Okay.
and then I'll make hundreds of dollars.
You can even have your own channel or your own TV show on MTV.
I'll take it. I'll take it. So yeah, that was fun. We played the game of life. It was quite entertaining. I lost at the game of life.
I had a lot of drink.
What?
And I had a lot to drink.
Yeah. And then you're like, hey, let's get the liquor out. I'm like,
Yep.
okay, that seems like a good idea right now.
It was frivolous and fun.
It was.
Not as much as 2 yachts, but it was good.
It was frivolity that we could afford.
That is true.
All right. Well, let's talk about this beer in front of us. We
Casey,
have-
what do you think?
How about you let me say what the beer is first, and let me be the host of my goddamn show, Miles. Gosh,
Miles, what do you think?
shut up, Carlos. All right,
Matt, any
so
input?
we have a vanilla porter from Breckenridge Brewery. Has an 82 on Beer Advocate. It's an American porter coming in at 4.7 ABV, which is a really good ABV for this style. Actually, really for any beer. Just make all of your beers under 5%, and I will be the happiest person in the world. All right, yeah. So Matt, we'll start with you.
Oishikata. It's delicious.
Oh, okay.
And I don't like porters. I like the vanilla. It's nice.
Yeah, the vanilla is very.
I think
present.
if it had like a slight coffee tone, it'd become like kind of like a cappuccino. I think it'd be really good.
Okay.
But I
Carlos.
like it.
Well, actually, I've had vanilla porters before, and I never really cared too much for them. But this is actually a good one, I thought.
Yeah, it's light.
It's kind
Easy
of
drink.
light.
It's
easy to
good
drink.
on my mild hangover
Yeah.
before I go to a
Yeah.
beer festival and drink more beer.
There's just a touch of vanilla.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like after you, it's like the aftertaste is vanilla. I like that.
Vanilla is yummy. Miles.
Vanilla can be so easily overdone
Yeah.
and destroy anything you try and put it in
Mhm.
beer wise. And this is an example of success.
What are your theories on the vanilla? Do you think they used an extract or do you think they used bean?
They probably used a beet. I don't know. I just find more flavor stability when you use the real thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't. I guess I'd have no idea when this was bottled, so I couldn't tell you, like if it's held up or whatnot.
But it was bottled in the past. We know that.
Well, yes. I don't know, Carlos. This could have been bottled in the future.
Unlikely, though.
Very unlikely, but it could have happened.
They could have, though.
They could be. These could be like temporal.
If it was
bottles.
bottled in the future, doesn't mean it still was bottled in the past because you got it in the past.
No, you see, these are temporal bottles, and there's actually no beer in them. It's just a little like time rift,
Oh,
and so the beer comes straight from.
holy fuck, man!
you see, they
That's
can't.
cool.
No, we know that's brewed in the past, but it could have been bottled in the future. We know it was brewed in the past because
Holy fuck, Batman!
they outlaw brewing beer in the future.
What?
Yeah.
What? What? How? What? No.
It's
Well,
tragic, I know.
Prohibition
not fair.
happens, so
I don't-
guess
I-
that'll
They
happen.
outlawed bottling because it's strictly
No,
kept
no,
down.
bottling's still allowed. You can bottle it whatever the hell
It's
you
the
want.
brewing part.
You just
Oh,
can't make
fuck.
what? I don't know.
It's because in the future, like the Budweisers and everything are gonna get pissed off because they aren't making any money, so they're gonna outlaw brewing, and then it'll be like a bathtub brewing thing.
I don't want to live in this world.
Casey's having an existential crisis.
They speaking of that though, I heard a story. It's not my new notes, but I that the
My
brewery
gosh.
who makes Smirnoff Ice,
Yes.
they had to lay off a whole bunch of people because
Automation.
well, that and craft beer is cutting into their
Well,
market
who drinks
share.
Smirnoffs anymore besides somebody who just turned 21 or an old lady?
Or if
No,
people
it-
do that, what was that? Take a knee and like make people what was that called?
icing, bro.
Oh yeah,
You just got iced.
that's not really a.
No, that-
that's tapered down quite a lot.
People who drink the Smirnoff Ice don't know about Mike's yet.
Yeah, but aren't they? I guess they're not
No,
made by
I-
the same company.
No,
are they?
they're virtually the same thing, but Mike's just is the better brand name.
I'm guessing
Yeah.
a lot of people are going over to like the Johnny Appleseed and stuff. Like if they're still wanting that
yeah,
fruity,
they're
that
going with
fruity
the
flavor.
ciders instead of
Yeah.
the the malt.
Johnny Appleseed is
Beverages.
very good, by the way.
Gluten free has been.
You know what's
a huge
terrible?
thing these days.
That fucking Red's apple.
I
ale.
love that stuff.
That is shit.
I
It is
love it.
so bad.
What was
I
that
love it.
strawberry apple one? Who was that?
That was Cider Boys.
That was good.
Cider Boys had the strawberry apple, and that was amazing.
Reds also does the strawberry one
Yes,
too.
they do. Yep.
But they're no Cider Boys.
No, they're not because it's a beer and not a cider.
Unless you're my
Because
boss, and then you're like,
technicalities.
I like that cider beer,
And
but
you know what?
but not cider beer. I just want cider, but I call it cider beer. It bothers me so
it
much.
upsets me, but now there's a product available at your local liquor store to find liquors. They have a beer from Dogfish Head, which is a blend of a beer and a cider. So now you can say, if you want a cider beer, it's going to cost you $14, and you're only going to get one bottle of
I
it.
think we had that.
Yeah, I
on-
think we had that
We
one.
did. I brought it back from Texas, and now we have it at the liquor store.
Okay. And then we've also done the New Glarus apple ale.
Yes, that one's just beer, and it was fantastic.
Yes. But if you put apple juice in a beer and ferment it, it's still a cider.
No, because a cider is made with wine yeast.
Not necessarily. I make my cider with beer yeast.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You're the first person I know.
I use Nottingham ale yeast.
Because that's what you have on hand when you want.
No, I like the flavor.
You know, maybe it's the difference between other fermentable sugars, primarily barley.
You know, we haven't had
Could be.
cider. We should brew cider this year.
Yeah, we could do brew a cider
Yeah,
this
we
year.
should have been doing that because it's fall now.
Yeah, we should go to an orchard right after this.
Well, let's not go crazy. Like, let's not juice our own apples. Let's just get some apple juice. I mean,
Well,
at a
no,
store.
I know I was going to go to the orchard and get
Yeah,
the fresh
cider they
fresh
have there.
cider there.
all
That's
right.
good shit.
I made an apple ale with freshly pressed, no preservatives, no additives sort of thing. By the time it hit the fermenter, it was 32 hours old.
Nice.
It was good. It turned out well. I kept
I don't
a
know what
bottle.
that means.
Well, I mean, it's literally like you take apples, you press it, the juice comes out. That's the only thing I used to put into the apple.
Yeah,
ale.
but what about those 32 hours? Isn't that kind of obvious that it was 32 hours old?
What?
less than 2 days old. Like
from apple to
I get what
fermenter.
you're
from
saying.
apple to
Okay.
fermenter.
You left out that part. Okay, I
Okay.
gotcha.
And now the Department of Defense presents news with Casey.
Nice segue.
The show kind of goes slow when we're hungover. I don't know what it is. I'm getting better. This beer is helping. All right,
Little hair of the dog.
right. Indiana man Keith Edwards made the news with his little pumpkin patch containing 7 pumpkins. Now, you're probably wondering, Casey, why the hell do you care about 7 pumpkins? Well, the combined weight of these 7 pumpkins is over 7,000 pounds. That's right. The heaviest pumpkin weighs 1,364 pounds, and the lightest is 798 pounds.
What are the dimensions of these things?
They are big ass pumpkins. Like I saw the picture and they big.
I'd like to see these on an episode of Pumpkin Chuckin'.
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
Do
Never
they
seen
just
pumpkin
they just
chucking?
throw pumpkins?
no, they like create
Catapult things.
catapults and pneumatic guns and shit, and they just shoot pumpkins.
Yeah,
It's a sport.
it's like the biggest.
you could build a
hillbilly
trebuchet
sport
that would
ever.
throw one of these pumpkins.
That would be a big ass trebuchet.
It would. It'd be awesome. According to Keith, his pumpkins require hours of attention each day, including protecting them from wind and bugs. Using his super secret method, he says his pumpkins can grow up to 25 pounds in a single day.
Steroids.
You think he's juicing his pumpkins?
He's juicing.
Ah!
Moving on.
See what I did there? I think you could make a boat out of one of these pumpkins. Hollow it out, float down the river.
You know, I'm
That would
having,
kind of be fun.
Makes
You know,
me
if
think of James and the
Yep,
Giant
that's what I was
Peach.
just gonna say.
no, what I don't
If
get.
James can do it.
There's
you
got to
can
be a
do it.
point where these pumpkins just are too large to support their weight.
It's entirely possible.
Well, what
Where they collapse in upon themselves
Yeah.
and create a black hole.
what
I
it
don't
ends up
know.
looking like is they're like big, but then there's a huge depression on the side they're laying on.
Yeah.
They stop being perfect.
Unless he keeps rotating his pumpkin.
No.
It'll probably break off the
Yeah,
vine.
that would probably just burst it then.
Probably.
Like
then
the
you-
whale in Reno 911 Miami, where they fall into it as they're trying to push it.
Sounds horrible.
It's disgusting.
All right.
Wait. How would there be a whale in Reno?
No, they're in Reno 911 Miami. A
Oh,
whale washed up on the beach, and it's been there for years, or not years, but days or something. And then they try and push it off the beach. Like they all get on it, then they fall into it. And they're
Oh.
all gross and
Apparently,
Stinky
exploding
whaley.
whales is actually a thing.
Yeah, because they build up with the methane.
Yeah.
Horses will do the same thing. Dead horses.
Not
There's
cool.
there's stories of on the battlefields they would send the FNGs in with the bayonets to spear the horses, and they would get covered in horse goo.
What does FNG stand for?
Fucking new guy,
I remember being one of those all last week.
right? My memory. It's not very good anymore.
Nope, clearly not.
Well, that didn't last long. That pun is going to be relevant in a second, guys. Pornhub put up its billboard in Times Square
Yep.
that caused a bit of ire in the community.
Yep, I saw it too.
The billboard itself was relatively tame. It said, "All you need is hand," above a picture of two hands making a heart.
Yep.
But the Doubletree Hotel, which occupies the building where the billboard was mounted, objected to the sign and had it removed.
Oh, that
I
didn't
know.
last long.
It did not. All right. So we all love beer. That's kind of a given, right? And everyone knows that hops, water, and grain contribute to beer's wondrous flavor.
of course we do.
Yes.
But one ingredient is usually overlooked: yeast. Amazing yeast that contribute fruity, spicy, or any number of other flavors to a beer. But have you ever wondered why certain strains of yeast evolved to be so delicious? Kevin Verstreppen from University of Leuven had the same question, so he started doing some research. In the paper he published, he said that flies are who we have to thank for yeast evolving the way it did. Apparently, beer yeast produces certain chemicals that mimic the smell of fruits in order to attract flies. Once the flies land on the yeast, the tiny organisms get stuck to the flies and are transported to other locations to multiply. So thank you, flies, for this delicious beer.
cheers, flies. I thought you were
Cheers.
gonna do like a, I don't know. I thought we had a sponsor or something. It sounded like you're talking about infomercial there for a second.
Yeah, I was.
Flavorful yeast.
Flavorful.
How does it
yeast.
go? Shoe fly, don't bother
Why
me.
yeast? If you want to sponsor us, I'll take it. Or White Labs.
What? Yeah, White Labs.
Our
White
standards
Labs
are
or
low.
yeast. What?
Our standards are low.
No, they're both very good yeast companies.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Very-
you were talking about yeast in general. Could sponsor us.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, yeast would be
No,
great.
he's
Yeast.
talking about like the two primary distributors that make the glass vials and the smack packs.
Yep. All right. Uber and Lyft, two very similar taxi-like services, have both received an F rating from the Better Business Bureau.
Wow.
Right. They received this rating after the BBB had almost 100 complaints. Oh, 100 filed over the past 3 years. Does that seem like a very low amount to you?
It could be
A
fun.
100 complaints
I-
over 3 years?
I guess it depends where are they located. Because if it's like bumfuck Egypt in South Dakota.
No, this is from the U.S.
Oh,
Like I'm pretty sure that EA receives like 100 a week.
100 a day, probably. But anyway, the complaints were all about surge pricing. One customer reportedly was charged $710 for a 9-mile ride.
Oh wow.
Right? But for those of you who don't know, Uber bases its ride prices on the demand for drivers at any particular time. So the more people using the service, the higher the price, and the fewer the lower. So the price is always in flux. But I feel like it should never get that high, where it's
Yeah,
like
that's,
75 bucks a mile.
maybe
My
that's
mom
like
used that in Chicago. She said it worked
14
great.
batch
Yeah, my
reviews.
brother uses it all the time to get home from the bars.
Hell yeah.
It's great. Well, because so it's an app on your phone. No money ever changes hands. You just like say, hey, I need a pickup here. It tells you what it's gonna be, and you just go outside, and your car shows up, and you get in it, and
Hope you don't get raped.
and when they drive you there. So it works with all the drivers and the passengers. Both get rated. So like a passenger will get rated by a driver, and then the passenger will rate the driver. And you have to like to stay being a driver, you have to have like a 4-star rating or above.
Well, I deleted it off my phone when I had to update. I
My
used to
name
have it
is
on there. I
Zabib.
haven't.
What?
My name is Habib. I give you ride.
Tesla announced its new car, the Model D. The Model D is an all-wheel drive, four-door sedan that can accelerate from 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds.
Christ.
Right?
Yes.
Features that the Model D has includes forward and rear-looking cameras, radar, 360-degree ultrasonic sonar that actively monitors the surrounding roadway and weather conditions because this is a motherfucking submarine. And you can also summon the electric beast to you.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
Like, you could just be like, yeah, it valets itself.
You left out what their next car is also going to be called. They have another one.
Oh yeah, I missed.
Oh yeah,
that.
it's based on the will of Nikola Tesla. It's called "Fuck You, Thomas Edison."
Yeah, I saw a fucking Tesla driving when I was coming back from Oshkosh.
It's an
and I'm
AC
like,
current car.
holy hell.
They're amazing machines.
Yeah.
This one has a top speed of 155 miles per hour, and will go 275 miles on a charge while driving at 65 miles per hour. Which the last one was 200, so 275 is a fairly dramatic increase.
That's
So then
a
is it
40%
like
increase, yeah.
is it like a hybrid then too, where you
No.
once that goes away,
No.
then you
No, it's
Pure
all electric.
Oh, okay.
How long does it take to charge? You guys know?
I think at the supercharge stations, it takes like an hour, 45 minutes or an hour.
Really not that bad.
I don't think
No.
you want that
Why?
because you drive your full thing and then you're like, oh shit, I got 400 more miles to go, but I have to wait.
No.
Yeah,
okay,
but then if you've just driven 275 miles, getting out of the car and walking around a bit isn't going to be the
Besides,
worst
if you have
thing in the world.
the money to get this car, you probably have
I
enough money to
guess-
have a spare car for long
I
distance
guess so.
driving.
You're right, right?
not just that, but recharging is free at the stations.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Well, and so here's my thing. I think there is a business to be had at these, like, if you find all the service stations, start putting up like restaurants or like little like strip malls or something. So somebody has an hour to kill while their car is charging.
Yeah, just do like.
It's not a
45
big enough business at the moment. but-
No,
And
but
also,
as it
something like a strip mall is probably going to be less than what these people like. They've spent a shit ton of money on their car. They're probably
no, but they're coming out with a $35,000 model.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that was
Wow.
the big thing. They haven't. They said within the next 4 or 5 years they're going to have a $35,000 model.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that's in the price range of Middle America. So
That's going to be huge.
it's going to be amazing. Amazon is opening up a brick and mortar location on 34th Street in Manhattan. However, unlike a lot of news sites, we're not going to blow this out of proportion and say that this is Amazon learning the value of offering a physical store to shoppers. That's what one news source said.
What?
I was
That's
getting
stupid.
pissed off when I was reading this shit. Or that they're going to open up a chain of these across the U.S.
Why?
What do you mean? Why we're not going to do that?
Well, I mean,
Let me-
why would I want to go to an Amazon?
I don't know. It's so dumb.
I would.
No.
Well, so
Why not?
what most reports seem to be missing is the fact that you can't actually buy anything at the store. Right? I guess unless like you go there and then go on your phone to Amazon and then order it.
This is painful.
Basically the location will actually be a mini Amazon warehouse where you can pick up and return items. So you can do like same day pickup at like stuff that they have in stock there. So you can order it and then go there later that day and pick it up.
That's
instead of
actually
having it
pretty
delivered to you.
useful.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that seems more useful than actually going to a store.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like going to Target and shit. I wouldn't
Yeah,
mind
but-
going to an Amazon store.
I guess I don't know. I guess I go to that shit or those places, and I just look like, oh, it's cheaper on Amazon. This is what I want now. It's
So
I
is,
don't
is
know.
that how you would do it? You would like go there, you would just kind of shop shit out and then be like, oh, I want this. And then you buy it on your iPhone and bring it up front.
I no, it's I think it's gonna just be like a counter and then a warehouse and back.
Yeah, like the Uline store. You
Yeah.
go order online and go pick it up.
Yep.
I suppose.
All right,
I'm
well,
not so against this anymore. That actually kind of makes sense.
yeah, but like having a department store for Amazon doesn't make any sense.
No.
Mm-mm.
It just doesn't. Like,
Yeah, you
first of
make-
all, it wouldn't be able to stock half the shit that they have,
Nope.
No, not even fucking close.
and it would just
I mean,
just
they,
wouldn't
they
be worth it.
literally have everything.
Are you okay over there, Matt?
Yeah, just playing with the cheese stick thing.
All right. Well, I think that brings us to our discussion today.
It does.
It does. It does. We're
It
going to
does.
talk fast food, guys, because I've noticed something. There have been.
Well, I woke up. I'm hungover. I need food. Now you're talking about food.
Yeah, we're going to talk about food, and then we're going to go get some food. So it's going to be okay.
Oh damn it! I don't have any money for food.
Well, that is not my fault.
Well, I'm gonna go get a fucking McChicken with habanero sauce.
That sounds awesome. All right, before we do this,
Awful,
I need
actually.
another beer. We are just off the rails today. This show, man. I don't even fucking know anymore. I'm done. All right. Let's talk fast food. So first of all, what is the best fast food place right now? Like in your opinion?
Hardee's.
Chipotle.
Chipotle?
Oh,
I suppose if Chipotle counts.
Does
it's
Chipotle count as fast food?
Yeah.
Doesn't have a
pretty fast.
drive-through.
Look at how fast
Yeah, but
it comes.
it can be really fast, especially if there's no line there. I've been in,
Yes.
in and out in less than 2 minutes.
I think
I
any
fucking hate the lines at Chipotle. I waited in line a half hour the other day, and after about 15 minutes, I'm like, why the fuck am I here? I don't even know.
It doesn't make any like. How are people taking this long to order their food?
Yeah.
I think basically anywhere that you aren't getting waited on kind of counts, not including like
Like you go to a counter to get your food and not. sit
I
at a
wouldn't put
table.
like Noodles and Company as fast food though. Like
Really?
for some reason I don't know.
I guess that's more takeout.
Well, Noodles and Company they give you like the bowl and shit, like the
Yeah.
glass bowl, unless you ask for takeout. Whereas Chipotle, you already get your burrito wrapped up, it's in a bag, and then you can ask for it. in a little
Yeah,
basket
I
if
guess
you want.
Noodles is closer to like an Applebee's than a.
But you don't get waited on, so that's the other.
Yeah. That's interesting.
I went to the Pita Pit at Mall of America.
I don't think I've ever been to a pita pit. What
It-
is a pita pit?
Well, it's like
Do they
the
have
big-
hummus?
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's,
I love
it's like the
hummus.
big boy. I mean, they make pitas for you, and I think last time I was there, you basically ordered items off the menu, then they made it and gave it to you.
Okay.
Now it's just strictly Subway style.
Oh.
They have everything laid out in front of you. You buy what kind of meat you want, and then they pump it full of anything else that you want.
Ooh, that sounds
That
delicious.
sounds awesome.
It was really, really good. I got extra feta, and then I got
Feta's delicious.
Then I got some more extra feta.
Mhm.
and then
Feta.
I
Did you
paid-
have anything in your pita besides feta?
I had a lot of stuff. I had roasted pepper hummus. I had the roasted red peppers. I
Wait, you
had,
did red pepper
cucumbers.
hummus and peppers?
Yes.
That seems a little redundant
Well,
to me.
the hummus is flavored, and then there's the actual red peppers that I put in.
Okay.
So they were like julienne style, whatever. I got their cucumber sauce. I got some guacamole, some mushrooms. I mean, I tried to keep it relatively authentic
Okay.
because they also have like banana peppers and lettuce. And
Carlos, what's your favorite fast food restaurant?
Actually, I'd have to agree with Chipotle just because
Okay.
the food's tasty.
you
Yeah.
can make a quesarito there.
Honestly, if I go to like something like Taco Bell, I'm going to spend more than the amount of money it costs me at Chipotle.
Yeah, which is so weird because the food is terrible.
Oh, it is.
It's absolutely atrocious, but you get 30 things.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, I just spent $15 on Taco Bell.
Yeah, fast food wise, I've never been as full as I have with Chipotle.
Yeah,
Chipotle is
you'll
amazing.
spend like $9, but you will be.
Well, I mean, if you get
Oh.
the chicken burrito, then that one it only comes like $6.97 or something, and then if you
I
get
know,
chips
but
and
then
shit
you
with
want-
it,
Why aren't there more burrito places around here?
I
Like,
think because because
we
people
have-
default to Taco Bell. People think burritos, they think Mexican, they think Taco Bell. I mean, and granted, that's a
I don't know.
very,
I feel like
flawed
that's
thought
changed
process.
to Chipotle now.
I know
People
Taco
default-
John's now has like giant burritos too.
Yeah,
Who
but
goes to
nobody
Taco
goes to
John's?
Taco
Oh,
John's.
I have never had Taco John's. in
The
my
only
life.
reason you go to Taco John's is for potato olays, and you get a pound of them, and you eat 3, and you're like, these are salty discs, but they're so delicious for some reason.
I have to go to Duluth and try the Rasputin at the
Burrito Union.
burrito union.
Burrito Union is amazing. That is hands down my favorite burrito place.
Minneapolis has a lot of food trucks. like
It's owned
burrito
by
food trucks and
Fickers.
shit.
And so they have Fickers beer on tap and big ass burritos that are better than Chipotle's.
That's impressive.
It's an amazing place.
They-
Road trip.
They have a Netflix TV show or a TV show on Netflix where they.
The Chipotle one?
Yeah.
Yep.
That was actually really impressive.
like a look inside. They have one for McDonald's too. I've not watched that one.
I was really depressed. I saw a advertisement for it on a Chipotle cup or something like where had the guy with the pitchfork, and I thought, hey, is it gonna be like? Are they bringing back that one show? I forgot what Reaper.
Oh, Reaper.
I thought like, are they bringing back Reaper? No, it's a Chipotle show.
What's Reaper?
The guy with the pitchfork in it, like he's the devil.
Reaper is,
and like there's a person who goes around trying to collect the souls of that escape from hell. It's a really funny show that was canceled after its like second or third season.
So it was on Fox.
Yeah, I think so.
oh, Firefly. Okay. So Miles, are you on the Chipotle bandwagon as well for best fast food?
If it is not the best on my personal list, it is at least damn close.
What's the best on your personal list?
I don't know. I mean, I'd have to really like. This is a philosophical question.
It is. It's very important. I need to know.
Well, okay, so for throughout my life, it probably would have included Subway until I found Quiznos. I really like their toasted sandwiches. I don't know.
Yeah, I miss that Quiznos we had in town. I worked.
See, if I want toasted sandwiches, I go to Potbelly's.
I've never.
Oh,
had
Potbelly's is so good.
Well, you know what?
It's like Quiznos on
Smash Burger.
I liked it the first time I went there. I went 2 other times. I hated it.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
the first time was a life-changing experience, and then
you know what?
it was
Same with Five Guys. First
Five
time I went
Guys.
there was
Yeah.
life changing. Now it's just gross.
So here's my problem with Five Guys. It's not a $10 burger.
no, not at all.
Like
just a
it's
burger.
over. It's just a fucking hamburger. But they're like, oh, but they have peanuts. Who gives a shit? And then you get the French fries, and they just fucking dump them in your bag. No, I want my French fries in the little French fry holder, so I can take them out. And don't fucking cover my burger in French fries, so I have to dig through a greasy mound of fries in order to
that
get my
thing's the
goddamn
greasiest
hamburger.
thing I've ever eaten in my life.
Ah, it makes me so angry.
The first one was really good that I had, and then after that is so.
I don't like the it's an okay burger, but it's not worth the price.
And I don't think I'd consider that fast food because they're pretty slow.
Yeah, well, it's kind of Culver's fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like
I
the
guess,
take
yeah,
a number type deal.
So should we knock out any take your number type deals?
Oh,
Yeah, so, yeah,
Okay.
I guess that it kind of fits in with the noodles thing.
Yeah, because Noodles also brings your food to your table.
Yeah,
You
and so does
order-
Culver's.
Well,
and,
Uh-huh.
I don't know about the take your number thing, knocking that out, because they actually in the old days that was what a lot of the fast
well, that
food
like
was.
drive-in and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
But this is nowadays, so
Well,
I don't
okay.
know. I don't think that there should be that
fast
big of a change
food in my
definition.
mind is fast food.
Okay, how about this? Little Caesars. Let me back this up for just a moment.
Little
So
Caesars
I-
is fast
If you're
food.
going for hot and ready,
no,
yeah.
I know. I work at the liquor store, or I worked at the liquor store.
That's
is
weird to hear.
All of 14 feet away from a Little Caesars. And when they first opened up, I had some of their pizza, and it was kind of just not good.
It's a pizza for $5.
Yeah.
But
You get what you pay for.
they've had the same management since they opened. I mean, the same 3 primary people,
Mhm.
and I've actually noticed that over time, their pizzas have just legitimately gotten better. So when I go in there, I don't actually get the hot and ready because I always got to get something crazy, like beef with jalapeno peppers and cilantro or fucking whatever. And when they make it fresh, the dough is nice and dry. It's not greasy on the bottom. There isn't too much sauce. They don't decorate it with too much, of anything really, and it's legitimately fucking good.
No,
Yeah,
I would say it's been going the other way. It's been going downhill from my perspective because I'm not as desperate now when I eat it. So it'll be like, I kind of want some pizza. I'll give that a shot. And like, oh wow, this is not as good as I remember because like usually it's because
Okay.
I thought
Well,
Okay.
see, my problem is it's amazing when I'm drunk, and then I sober up and realize what I've just done,
Yeah.
and it's like I killed a kitten. I'm like, why did I do that?
why did I eat the whole pizza?
I can't eat a whole. Okay, no, I will admit.
Did I save you from
Clearly,
eating the whole
it's not
pizza
as
last
good
night?
as other pizza
No.
joints.
Well, yeah, I ate the pizza minus a slice.
So I saved you.
When I drink, I have this thing where my stomach becomes a bottomless
Oh,
pit.
your drunk munchies are a million times worse than stoned munchies.
They're
Like,
so bad.
I can actually, if I'm stoned, I can like control my munchies. But if I'm drunk, then all of a sudden, just bam, it's
Just
a
all
bottomless
the
pit. Give me
food.
everything, and it doesn't.
Well, we went.
I still wake
did you
up the
get the
next
caramel
morning and I'm
apple
so
last
hungry.
night?
No, that was that was Rick.
Eric. Yeah, we went to we had Eric drive us to the gas station, and he shopped like Carlos. he got like
candy,
candy,
apple,
and
and
caramel
vegetables.
apples and then some vegetables.
I got mac and cheese and breadsticks and what else? And cookies. She gave them to me for $1 because she probably just wanted me to get the fuck out of there.
I just got a pizza.
Okay, let's see. I will say A&W, terrible.
I like A&W.
What-
I like A&W.
I've been to a couple of A&Ws. I was not impressed.
Yeah,
and I
like the
really
chili
like
cheese.
There's
Hardee's
nothing to really like about their fast food.
No.
I miss that Hardee's. That
It
was
seemed
I like the root beer floats.
That's not exactly.
I like
the
their
same.
chicken tenders.
Ooh, I also like their chili cheese dog. Ooh.
It is a little bit harder to get good chicken tenders nowadays, especially since it's also like.
And then
chicken tenders are
McDonald's took their
expensive.
selects
well,
away, right?
Fucking
Yeah.
everybody does.
And
them.
then now Burger King has selects, but they're they're like really crunchy and they overcook them.
What was you see,
Burger
I get
King
the
just sucks.
actually the Burger
I
King
like
ones. I
Burger
get the
King.
buffalo flavored ones, and they're tasty.
Oh, are they
but
like?
they're also expensive.
Are they softer than their?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I get those
Okay,
ones.
well,
what the
that
fuck?
I guess that kind of brings us around to what is the worst fast food restaurant?
Ooh.
Like just bottom of the barrel. You wouldn't eat there even if you were starving.
Sonics.
Really? You don't like Sonic?
Sonic wasn't bad. I
uh,
enjoyed
I'm
it.
going
I'm
with
not a
Long
huge
John
fan.
Silver's.
I like Long Johns.
Everything tastes the same because they use the same fryer for all
Yeah,
of the
that's
things.
What I
I
really
It all
want
just
to
has
don't-
say,
that vague
I
fishy
really
taste.
don't like Culver's either. I like their chicken.
what I
tenders.
really want to say
Culver's
is
is overrated.
White Castle.
Yeah.
I really want to say White Castle, but I know that if there's a White Castle nearby, I'd be like, hey guys, let's go to White Castle.
They have good fries
And-
there.
and
too.
get
I like
40
their chicken
hamburgers.
sandwiches.
No,
Oh, and they're
32
malts?
for a crave case.
Yeah, right.
I can put away a crave case in 2 sittings.
Well, and see,
They're
That's-
so good the next day too. Just
No,
heat
so
them up
here-
a little
here's
bit.
the
you can
thing
actually
with
buy them
White
at Sam's
Castle.
Club now.
Yep.
here's the thing with White Castle is if you went to like McDonald's and got 20 hamburgers, which I'm not saying I've ever done, and
Lies.
and you eat them, you're a terrible human being, right? You're the fattest fucking piece of shit.
oh,
ever.
you feel so bad.
Yeah, no, but you go to White Castle, you order 32 hamburgers because they're smaller and bite size. Nobody bats an eye.
You do that at McDonald's and everyone loses their mind.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I just remembered
Such a
In-N-Out
double
burger.
People come by your table and like, are you still alive?
Have you guys had an In-N-Out burger?
No.
Yes.
Oh, those things are delicious.
In-N-Out, I don't know.
loved
But
it.
their fries are so bad.
I loved them.
They're-
They're the shoestring French fries. I
Did you
love
get them
that.
animal style?
No.
Do you
That's,
like
that's
the-
apparently the only way to do them. I'm like, I don't want.
Oh,
shit on
maybe
my-
I did. That's like it's not shaped like animals.
No. They're doused in the sauce.
I don't. I think I just got
Okay.
salted.
Okay.
But I love shoestring French fries.
You know what else is a bad place? Jack in the Box.
I never had
I've
Jack
never
in the
been.
Box.
So-
I hate those commercials though. They're so creepy.
So Jack in the Box needs to make up its fucking mind on what kind of restaurant it wants to be, because you have hamburgers next to tacos, next to Italian food. Like it doesn't do anything well.
I haven't had Arby's in a long time.
It doesn't do anything bad, but Arby's is very good.
What about Wendy's?
I'm not a
I
big
like
fan of
Wendy's. I like their double stacks.
But I think they're a take a card place.
No, they're not.
No,
No, they got
Or is
drive
that-
through and
or is that
everything.
Arby's? I don't,
Arby's. Like,
Arby's
goes to,
occasionally.
I
has
can
the-
never keep them separate in my head for some
Wendy's
reason.
and Arby's.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arby's. You go and sit down, and then
I
they,
never
like,
go to
they call
either
you
of
up,
them.
don't
I
they,
do like
sometimes?
Frosties. I do like Frosties.
Frosties are good.
Yeah.
What about Hardee's
I love Hardee's.
or Carl's Jr. for our
Okay,
coastal
so-
friends?
A little nostalgia. I remember when I was like freaking 4 years old. My mom was going to college. She would get Buddy Burgers. Do any of you? Okay, honestly, probably.
I
too
remember the
young.
Hardee's were Mariachi Loco, or no, not Mariachi, where the gas company is now.
They were.
Wasn't mariachi a few things too, like a
They
Taco
were.
John's at one
Yeah,
point?
pretty much.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
They were just these little burgers, like White Castle size that you could get from Hardee's, like 10 at a time. And I had a couple of brothers. My mom would get them for us. But ever since then, they've actually like stopped trying to be a fast food restaurant and started trying to be a legitimate restaurant, except really fast. And ever since they're like 100% Angus beef, movement like 10 years ago or whenever it happened, since then they've just been phenomenal. I really like their food.
Remember how exciting it was when your parents took you to like McDonald's and stuff?
And they had the playland.
I feel like it was like food just tasted differently. At that.
Well, and see that's another thing I kind of want to talk about is how fast food has gone downhill,
Oh.
especially service wise.
Well, I was actually gonna bring up like that. Not exactly. I'm not
Oh, yeah,
compared
go
to
ahead,
service
go
wise, but I know like one of the best chicken places I've ever been to was a place called Bojangles. Yeah. There's like kind of KFC type place, and like we would periodic like it's almost going on 2 decades since I've been there, but they would they had chicken and it was at KFC. So they had
Or
all the
Popeyes.
chicken and a whole bunch and biscuits. Their biscuits were so tasty and the chicken was good.
Nobody said KFC for the worst one.
It's because KFC I try not to think about.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, I've been to KFC probably 5 times in my life.
Yeah, I think I've been twice.
So it's what's upsetting is that it should be considered the worst, although it's not the worst tasting.
You know, it's.
I really want to try the $5 basket that they have. Where it's like
Oh.
chicken.
I should have tried the
potatoes, and
double
everything.
down when they had it, just to see if I could have killed myself.
Is that the one where it's the chicken buns?
Yeah,
There's a chicken
Oh my
bun with
God,
something
yeah.
else, and what was in the
no,
middle?
Yeah,
it's,
like-
it's just 2 pieces of chicken with more chicken and some gravy on the inside.
I'll take that and a Diet Coke.
Don't forget my biscuit.
All right, but no. So, if we're talking, I want to talk a little bit how like fast food service, especially the service aspect, and the food has gotten worse too. But remember when you used to go through the drive-through, and they would just throw a handful of ketchup packets
Yeah.
in the bag without even asking?
Nope.
Yeah.
I don't remember that at all.
Really?
I remember that.
Yeah,
There's
I
like
do.
ketchup packets everywhere.
Yeah. No, and it was fantastic. Even if you didn't need them, it
My
was nice
family-
that they were there.
My family had it like a packaged condiment selection from going
Yeah.
through drive-thru.
Well-
Like we had the little
Oh,
slidey
we did
thing in
too,
the fridge.
yeah, something
Yeah.
like
Oh, we had a slot full of Taco Bell sauces.
Taco Bell
Yeah.
sauce, McDonald's
But
ketchup. and-
now you go through the drive-through. They don't give you the ketchup packets immediately. And if you
Yeah,
want,
come to think of it, I've never had a ketchup packet since I've been little.
and if you want like a sauce, they fucking charge you for it.
they start
Since
to
when?
unless you have like an applicable item like
Well,
McDonald's.
Yeah,
chicken.
it's like a quarter of a thing
Well,
or
like,
whatever.
they're not supposed to charge you for ketchup though. The ketchup
No,
is
not
separate.
ketchup,
Yeah.
but
no,
like
but like
the honey mustard.
yeah.
Like you used to just be able to go up to the counter and be like, "Hey, can I get some honey mustard?" And now they're like, "Sure, but open that wallet, bitch."
yeah.
Like
I-
it's a fucking sauce. Just give me the goddamn sauce. I already paid for this
You
shit
think
burger.
of how much money they make. They can afford to give away sauces.
Right?
Sauce for you. Sauce for you.
I'm curious what the markup is on the sauce. Like, you know that little thing of honey mustard
Maybe
did not
they're
cost
shooting
them
themselves
more
in the
than
foot.
10 cents.
Maybe they're shooting themselves in the foot for giving us like 10 at a time at times.
Yeah,
Right.
well, I mean, I'm sure there's a couple of greedy people where they're just like, okay, fuck it, we're spending like $30,000 a year nationally on fucking mild sauce. Let's start charging a nickel. You know,
But I
whatever.
mean, the fact that I get like a 3-piece nugget when they had like the chicken selects there, and they give me like 4 honey mustards when I
Yeah.
really only need 1.
no,
like-
no, I agree. And then it's like when you get 3 of them, they give you 2 instead of the 4 that you'd actually need, or
Yeah.
something. I know at least for Taco Bell when I worked there, they still give away all their little hot sauce packages. In fact, I remember one
Yeah.
night there was one guy who I was changing the garbages and cleaning around that area where all the sauce was held, and this guy was kind of hovering, and I knew he wanted to like pocket some and take it home, and I'm like, "Do you want some sauce?" He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Which one? Fire. So I grabbed a little to-go bag and I packed him probably 130, 150. Like I legitimately
Yeah.
filled the bag for, because we'll get those things in a fucking box, like 2 feet by 2 feet
Yeah.
by 3 feet. It'll have like 5,000 bags.
No, like Taco Bell and Arby's are the 2 best because they
Yeah.
always ask you, "Would you like any sauce with that?"
Well, they
Yeah.
have the sauce machines there where you're just like,
Yeah, but even going through the drive-through, they still ask if you
Oh,
want
yeah.
any sauce.
Yeah, and
I could use some Arby's right now.
I'll let you know that as far as Taco Bell is concerned, if they say yes to the sauce question, there's only so much they're supposed to give you. Like, do you want sauce? Yes. Here's 2.
Yeah, no, but you
if
can
they're
ask
like,
for more.
yeah, but it'll be like, can I have just like, wreck that fucker with sauce? We'll give you a nice big fat
Yeah.
handful.
No, and but at least they're asking.
yeah,
Like McDonald's doesn't even ask. Like, would you like ketchup with those fries? No, they're just
Well, nobody asks for ketchup with the fries. No sane person. But they do ask for your chicken though.
Yes.
Would you like barbecue sauce with that?
well, I never did.
Well, yeah, that's because you're one of the problems. With,
I'm perpetuating this.
I must say,
stereotype.
Burger King's honey mustard fucking blows. It's gross.
I
Bad
like,
honey mustard is one of the worst
do
things.
they
to
still
ever-
have the spicy mustard?
Best ever was Quiznos. honey
No,
mustard.
I don't think so.
God damn, that was my favorite sauce.
I like the honey mustard that they have
They have
at
habanero.
Main Streeters.
I've
That's
been
good
having
stuff.
the habanero on the McChickens. Makes me happy.
The honey mustard at Postmark is amazing.
Or the
it's
buffalo.
like actual honey.
Actually, they
with
have
just a little
actual
bit of
buffalo
mustard in
McChickens
it. So
now.
like you lift it up and it's
Are you still
sticky
working
and
there?
gooey. Yep.
I'll have to
Tuesdays.
try one. I'm going to be stopping there on my way back home.
We each had a side conversation. The
Bacon-
listener is so confused.
You should.
now.
They're getting rid of it, but they have a bacon buffalo ranch McChicken,
How much is it?
$2.
Not bad.
They're gonna have to listen to that part twice to get the conversation. Wow. Okay. Well, so have we exhausted the? Is there
Yeah.
anything else somebody wants to talk about fast food?
I just need food.
Happy Meals.
Have you-
Oh, Happy Meal.
Remember how awesome
Oh.
Happy Meals used to be?
Oh God, yes. And now they're shit.
Actually, that
no,
was one of the most
no.
depressing things of
Burger
my
King had good
childhood.
Happy Meals.
No,
back
here
in
we
the day.
go. Taco Bell breakfast.
We're talking about Happy
Yeah,
Meals.
we're talking about Happy
I know,
Meals.
but I mean, just
We'll talk about Taco Bell breakfast.
I've
First,
never
we gotta
had
talk
it.
about Happy Meals.
So there was one point where like I really wanted like a Power Rangers Happy Meal
Uh-huh.
because like I wanted one of those cool action figures, but we must have gone to McDonald's and Burger King, and so like instead I got this wind up toy from the same movie. It's like no, it's not an action figure.
Or you go like
I've never
4
been-
times and you get the same toy each time. And you're
That
like,
was.
Oh,
Well, you remember like the Beanie Baby?
yeah.
yes, the whole fiasco.
Well, yeah, but so when the Beanie Baby thing happened, we ate out at McDonald's fucking every goddamn day. I have no idea why until we had
Yeah,
all
I
of the Beanie
remember that.
Babies because my grandma wanted them, and so we were at fucking McDonald's all the time. And I wonder why I'm fat.
And Monopoly used to be so much more fun there too.
Right now, it's like cash prizes,
And the fact that it only goes for like 12 days and then it's over. When it first started, it was going for like 2 or 3 months.
and
Yeah,
like
it
you
was
had the
ridiculous.
physical board that you would take
Yeah.
and stick the
You'd
stuff
have,
on.
we had it in a
And
refrigerator.
It helps that at the time, like they also had the prizes of an N64.
right?
Yeah. Things worth getting.
Yeah.
And it wasn't where you have to go put in every single fucking code online to try and see if
Yeah.
you won anything.
Yeah, I
And there
can't
were-
copy this fucking 14-digit.
And there were
thing.
more like free fries, free soda.
That's the
stuff
same with
in
the
there.
soda tops. Now you twist them off. It doesn't say if you get a free soda. No, you got to go.
Although I do have
log
to say
into
that
the
Happy
internet
Meal
and-
toys, I've seen a few Happy Meal toys over like the last couple years that are like, all right, I can see why a kid would like that. But back then, some of them used to be pretty awesome.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
the from the Power Rangers movie, I got a belt buckle, or like not belt buckle, like on your belt, and it had like different coins, so you could flip it around. Whichever coin is showing would be like which Power Ranger you are. It was the coolest toy I'd ever seen, and I lost it at some point. in time.
No,
And I think I cried. I'm pretty sure I cried.
Wait,
We got-
was it like a spinner thing?
No, it wasn't a spinner thing. Like it would, it was like a thick belt thing. It would like slip onto your belt, and you could open it up, and it had like 3 coins in there. Each
like I
each
had
side of the
this.
coin had a different dinosaur on it.
The Power Ranger toys were really sweet.
Yeah.
So like, I'm pretty sure it was the dinosaurs at the time. So like, if you had to put the T-Rex on there, you're the Red Ranger now. And it was awesome. It was absolutely amazing.
that sounds awesome.
it seems like most of the toys these days don't even have a reference point.
Yeah.
They're just like, here, have part of a tree with a lion trying to eat a
Right.
I'm pretty
monkey
sure
or
half the
something.
time
I
they're
don't
just
know.
making shit up. They don't.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like Cracker Jack boxes. You remember how Cracker Jack boxes used to have like actual fucking toys in them?
Yes.
And now it's a little like piece of paper
Yeah.
that has like a sticker or something in it.
Here's a
Yeah.
joke, a sticker, and a wipe-on tattoo that doesn't do anything.
They did have recently. They did have a Mario Kart Happy Meal. That was pretty badass. I really wanted to just spend like $1 or $2 to get a Luigi one, and then just draw angry eyebrows on him.
Dude,
Blast from
did
the
you ever
past.
have the zebra stripe gum?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that stuff.
Great. All right. And we're getting too far into nostalgia.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about Taco Bell breakfast, and then we're gonna wrap up
Oh,
because my
man.
iPad is dying.
Tried talking about calorie-rich foods and then deep frying it and then serving it to people.
I actually like their burritos, their breakfast
no,
burritos,
they're-
because
Their burritos are pretty solid,
well, it's
but they're still pretty expensive.
yeah, you can't. They're $1.
Some of their items are pretty expensive.
But like you can't get a good breakfast burrito at fast food anymore. McDonald's had the
Oh, those are
McSkillet
just
burritos for a while,
gross.
and
Those
those
are
were fucking
Yeah.
great. And now they're back to the sad little
Very
uh,
worthless things.
yeah.
They give you salsa to try and perk it up a
Yeah.
little bit.
No, it's not sauce. It's picante sauce.
Yeah.
Picante sauce. Do you want it? Picante sauce with that?
No,
Would you like
I'd
a
rather have some
picante sauce?
fucking ketchup.
And like Burger King has their sad little wrap thing that is just tasteless and bleh. Like, it's a fucking burrito. How do you fuck up a burrito?
It's literally you take things and then you wrap it up in bread.
Eggs, hash brown, meat, and some sort of spicy sauce.
You know, I heard
And
that
cheese.
the Taco Bell ones are actually really good if you switch if you substitute steak on there.
I believe
Yeah.
it.
Their steak was pretty good. In the last
Their potato one was pretty fantastic.
they switched to a new white chicken about 4 years ago,
Huh.
and I was not a fan of that. It was really weird
Why are you racist against your chickens?
because I like the dark meat.
All right. Well, that was our fast food discussion, guys. I didn't really think it through, and then we got hungry and nostalgic. So I think it'll work. All right. Just a reminder that we do this show live every Saturday. So you can find that at blindnewsstudios.com/live or watch live at youtube.com/blindnewsstudios. Questions, comments, show ideas, go to feedback@blindnewsstudios.com. And we're gearing up for our 2nd year anniversary on November 1st. So make sure you guys tune in for that. It's going to be a riot. I guarantee it. There's going to be some drunken shenanigans going on. There's going to be games. We're going to have Skype set up so you guys can call in. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you have any feedback on this episode or any of our other shows, go ahead and send us an email at feedback@blindnewsstudios.com. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/blindnewsstudios and follow us on Twitter at blind_ninja. And if you'd like to support us, you can do that by going to patreon.com/blindnewsstudios or going to blindnewsstudios.com and clicking on the patron link at the bottom of the page and becoming a patron today. Or head on over to blindnewsstudios.com and click on the Amazon link at the bottom of the homepage and do your Amazon shopping, and we get a little kickback from Amazon. It's great. I think that's all I needed to say. I'm hungry, and I'm just kind of ready to be done with the show for today. So I'll see you guys next week.
Goodbye.